You're a professional man who loses control of his eating after 5 p.m. and that's why you're gaining weight. In this video, I'm sharing 3 habits that you must do to finally lose the weight for good without extreme diets or endless cardio. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I'm making a new video about weight loss advice every week. I used these strategies to lose 60 pounds in 8 months and kept it off for 13 years, and I've helped dozens of men just like you lose up to 60 pounds and finally escape the yo-yo dieting cycle. If you're tired of constantly losing and gaining the same weight, I want to help you get to your healthy self without giving up the foods that you love. There are 3 triggers that can ruin your weight loss after 5 p.m. and the first one is if you are coming back from home, you are probably feeling very stressed because of your day, talking with clients, doing presentations. You are maybe feeling failure because some projects were not going well, so you're feeling a lot of stress, and that makes you want to come home and you want to emotional eating by de-stressing and eating a lot of snacks, junk food, donuts, and that's not going to help you in the long run. So what I always recommend is that you start out with journaling. Journaling can be, for example, sharing how your day went, like what have you been doing good. That can boost your confidence because makes you want to reflect about how the day was going. If you want the most healthiest version of yourself, just like you saw with me and my client's transformation in the beginning of the video, there's a link in the description and also in the comment section where you can apply for coaching with me, and we'll see if we are fit to work together and we'll build a game plan together. And then you are also writing what you are thankful for, because being thankful for how you are doing is making you feel more gracious and you don't feel as much stress because you've been reflecting. Even though there are some shit that's been going on at work, you're still able to process and not feeling that you have a lot of negative connotations to work and seeing the positive things. And the last thing you want to do is figuring out what you can do better the next time, so you are still navigating how your day went and also how you can be better. Because if you are still having a lot of stress from work because you have not performed well, you want to normally just gaining weight by eating a lot of junk food because you are just doing the same things again. Next trigger is that you are still having a lot of cravings after work, and what I usually do is that I always prep myself throughout the day that I'm drinking 4 to 5 liters of water throughout the day, because if you're in a calorie deficit, 300 calories below your maintenance, you are automatically feeling hunger because you are just eating way less calories than your body needs to maintain its weight. So you are wanting to eat more things and also having cravings. So I drink the water to make myself full, and also having 40% of the daily calories coming from carbs. That also helps curb the cravings, and the fibers with 20-40 grams of fibers and a high protein diet also reduces the cravings. And how I usually do it at night is that I make sure that I have 9% of my daily calories being eaten from whole foods like lean chicken breast, whole food pasta, salmon, sweet potato jam. And the last meal, I make sure that I have something sweet that can curb my appetite, because sometimes if you are not having your mental focus and you feel exhausted and you want to binge, is a good way to do that is just you include some of the treat foods that you really enjoy. There could be a Mars bar after you've been eating your last meal of the day, so you're still into your calorie deficit and you're following your meal plan. And you can also just have a Diet Coke after you've been eating your meal, because that also curbs the cravings. And if it's really bad, you always want to have, like, before you go into bed, some Greek yogurt that is high in protein and some sweetness from berries that can help curb the cravings, because you don't want to destroy your whole efforts from being in a structured eating window throughout the day. And you also want to remind yourself why you're losing weight. The third trigger is that there's a lot of temptations in your house and also at work. So I always have my schedule with having a free meal at the end of the week, like Saturday, because free meal motivates you to eat very clean throughout the day and also the week, and following your workout and exercise plan. And then you have something you can look really forward to, so you don't eat a lot of shit throughout the week that can destroy your calorie deficit, but you are having a lot of the things that you really enjoy. Let's say you have 1,000 calories you want to consume of treats. You can go out with your friends or family and eat some like a burger and fries that can help you lose weight faster, because in the beginning of the week you've been in a calorie deficit, and then your metabolism is just slower, and then ramping it up with a high carb meal can boost your metabolism faster, so you look more lean. And that's something that I recommend for you, because if you are constantly not having a diet in check and you binge eat after work, you have this ongoing cycle where you're just feeling frustrated and you don't want to do it anymore. So after you waking up the next day, you feel guilt, and you have this ongoing cycle where you just hate yourself and you are restricting your calories and you work out so much that you are just being exhausted. I don't want you to do that, and you are probably just feeling the negative consequence of not performing well at work, because you're feeling that the eating cycle is making you feel less confident talking with clients, and you are feeling embarrassed when you look yourself in the mirror because you're not able to fit the clothes that you want. If you want to lose the weight for good and become the most healthiest version of yourself, just like you saw with the transformation pictures of me and my clients at the beginning of the video, there's a link in the description and comment section where you can apply for coaching with me, and we'll see if we are fit to work together, and I'll help you lose the weight for good.